Part 2 of Death by Water. So we have a Lys and Bar underneath. A Lysander, who I've previously mentioned. So I did a little bit more digging. So he was descended from the line of Hercules, even though he was living in poverty or whatever at the time. So that link had been lost. But that links then with Sweeney, who I think is Hercules. I could be on like a 90-degree tangent the wrong way, but I'll stick with it for now. So the name means liberator of men, which likely links with Liber, Bacchus, Dionysus. Prophetically, there was a Westland Lysander aircraft developed in 1938, which was involved in SOE operations to coordinate and train the French resistance. The plane was nicknamed the Lizzie, which links to Cornwall through the Lizard Peninsula. The nearest town of which is Helston, which is a stannery town with links with tin, which makes sense when you look at the Dans le Restaurant version referring to Fluas. I suspect there was some sort of network between these stannery towns, and obviously they traded in tin well before Roman times, like Phoenicia, etc. There could even have been relationships between them, but definitely passing of information and folklore. Helston was chartered by King John in 1201, known as Henleys or Helles, which means old court, but I'm just thinking that could link with King Arthur type legends, but I'm not sure. Also links with Hellstone through the legend of Archangel Michael. Michael, Michel, French, as in Michel, came across a devil flying with a large stone to block the gates of hell / the underworld. I'm not sure why the devil wanted to block the gates of hell, because presumably that would be a good thing if nobody was getting out, so I don't know why Michael was fighting with him. Anyway, the stone dropped at Helston, and the lore says it was built within the wall of the Angel Hotel. They have a fairy dance to celebrate every year. The rules of the stannery town and coinage may link to Baudelaire's poem Counterfeit. There was a castle which was once the residence of Edmund, Earl of Cornwall, but Henry VIII carried out some repairs, but it's now a bowling green. It was the site of the origin of the Cornish Rebellion of 1549, and they have the Alton Well, which is said to link with St. Nonna, which was perhaps David's mother. She also links with Pembrokeshire, been to the well there, but not the one in Cornwall, even though Pembrokeshire is further away. So as I said, the Helston link makes more sense if we consider the poem Dans le Restaurant, which mentions Cornish sea swell. And I'll go into this part later, but that poem links with Lune de Miel poem, because it mentions an inexpensive restaurant and Last Supper. So it's like they're going to the restaurant for the honeymoon. So Dans le Restaurant has Phoebus the Phoenician drowned a fortnight since. A fortnight is 14 days, the period between a full and new moon. Also breaks down as fort night. I don't think Eliot played the computer game. Maybe it was prophecy. Maybe he liked playing games other than chess. So is it a knight of the realm linked with a castle? I shall continue.